Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, students moved from the classroom, the recent infestation in Shinneman.
And a change in power in the SUNY system.
Plus, students across campus had the chance to win big today.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Rob Finger.
And I'm Michelle Smith.
The SUNY Oswego State Employees Federated Appeal held their annual Baskets of Caring raffle earlier today in the Marano Campus Center. The raffle raises money for United Way of Greater Oswego County, which advocates for health, youth opportunities, and financial security. Employees across campus filled baskets with various items that people could purchase tickets for a chance to win.
This is one of the biggest events that the organization holds every year. Winners were announced live at 3 o'clock today.
Oswego has named a new Vice President of Enrollment Management. Oswego students received a message from President Nwosu this morning announcing a change in the position. Mr. Corey Bezic will no longer be serving in the position and instead is being replaced by Mr. Rick Buck, the school's current Assistant Vice President for Communications and Marketing. The email did not give any additional information as to why the change was made.
Oswego Cinema and Screen Studies professor Amy Shore was selected to be part of this year's SUNY Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Social Justice Fellowship. The fellowship is composed of just 9 faculty members across the SUNY system. Shore's career research has worked as a feminist film historian, publishing a book in 2014 titled Suffrage and the Silver Screen that studied films about the women's suffrage movement. The fellowship gives SUNY professors the opportunity to support one another as they navigate DEI initiatives.
Earlier today, Career Services held a virtual event helping first-year students start looking for a career. The event, titled How to Navigate Financial Services Recruiting as a First-Year Student, helped first-years with various responsibilities when looking for a job. They gave tips and tricks on how to network, a tutorial on how to build a good resume, and informed on upcoming events, the professional workshops, and the application process for internship programs. Attendees were also able to ask questions to representatives of the campus recruitment team and a current analyst at SMBC. Shinneman students received an alarming email last week warning them of a mold outbreak in the building.
WTOP-10 reporter Lexi Primorano tells us more about the latest infestation.
SUNY Oswego's meteorology students received a shocking email last Monday, an email that was a little similar to the one that Johnson Hall residents received a few weeks back, except it wasn't a dorm hall. This time the mold's victim was Shinneman Hall.
There was mold in the geology lab rooms, which is just right down the hall from us on the same level. So it wasn't even just like little mold, it was just like tables worth of just mold, just under the tables, on the legs, and all the other little things. And it was just like covered.
The mold problem here at SUNY Oswego has been no secret, especially after Johnson Hall residents were abruptly moved out last month. Now, with the news of Shinneman mold starting to become a concern, students are looking for answers. But Associate Vice President of Facilities, Mitch Fields, who is also the Acting Director of Environmental Health and Safety, assures us that there will most certainly not be a Johnson Hall repeat.
Hall was a residence hall. Once students enter a building, we do not have access to their rooms, which was where a lot of the activity was happening. Johnson Hall is one of our only air-conditioned buildings, and so when they open windows in an air-conditioned building, it pulls moisture in from the lake and it like condensates on the walls and stuff. Shinneman is an academic building. People don't normally open the windows. We have a lot more control over the space. We have access to all the spaces.
Shinneman Hall is the home to most of the liberal arts and science classes, making the building crucial to the college. But Fields is confident that the mold will soon be a story of the past, at least for Shinneman.
Once we get the HVAC system fixed, this I think will be completely and permanently repaired forever.
But justifiably, students like Bradley are left confused and frustrated.
The circumstances make sense with the high humidity being right on the lake, but I would have hoped the college was more prepared for that.
Lexi Primorano, WTOP-10.
Well, it seems to be getting much colder, but I haven't really seen much snow here.
Me too, Rob. Hopefully travel for Thanksgiving break won't be too bad. Let's take a look at your weather forecast with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Ryan Murphy.
Yeah, thank you guys. Listen, if you're traveling home this weekend, I got some good news. It's not going to be snowy. There's going to be no weather events going on. It's actually going to be very clear, so that's something to look forward to. But however, it is going to start getting very cold as we head into this winter season. We're going to have temperatures going well below freezing, including tonight. What you're supposed to do about that, I'll get to that in a bit. But as for this weekend, it's supposed to be nice and clear. I'm really looking forward to that. We got no rain, no snow, nothing like that. Should be safe travels all around. But when we return from break, we are going to finally see some snow as we head into the wintry season. I'll get to all that in just a little bit. But as for Thanksgiving, it does look like as of right now, this can change, so don't hold me to it. But it looks like we might get a little snow there in the morning, especially here upstate in Oswego. I'll get to the rest of my weather in just a bit. But first, back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you very much, Ryan.
This week is International Education Week on the Oswego campus, and there were a lot of exciting opportunities throughout the week and this weekend to celebrate. This afternoon, the SUNY Fashion Institute of Technology sponsored a session for soon-to-be graduates interested in going abroad post-grad. The virtual information session explored the benefits of working and traveling abroad. Key points were resume builders and developing a network across the globe. Those interested in international travel, internships, volunteering, or cultural exploration should visit the Education Abroad office for more information and guidance.
As part of their International Education Week, SUNY Oswego's Syracuse campus held an event hosting the Humphrey Fellows earlier today. The Humphrey Fellows, in partnership with Syracuse University's Maxwell School of Citizenship, are international professionals with leadership potential and a record of public service. They specialize in various diverse fields, including journalism, public policy, and even agriculture. Each fellow that attended gave a 5-minute presentation about the country they represent, and students who attended were able to ask questions about their programs.
Keeping with International Education Week, the Education Abroad office invites students and faculty to participate in International Education Week. Oswego is participating in Buffalo State's Global 360 World Tour Challenge. The challenge is a virtual, self-paced world tour. Participants will explore countries and follow clues to unlock new adventures. Each stop explores global topics while making international learning fun. The challenge officially kicks off tomorrow and is completely self-paced and asynchronous. You can sign up through the Education Abroad office to explore and try your luck at winning some prizes. Still ahead tonight, Novellas had its third fire within 2 months. Find out more after the break.
Plus, former Harvard University president apologizes to students after released emails between him and Jeffrey Epstein.
But I would have liked to see more on, Putin or something. I don't think he's very nice.
He's so annoying, and he's not very funny either.
He got that hot dog at one time. I don't know why he would do such a thing.
I'm not sure why he's still playing a Nintendo Wii. The Nintendo Wii is so old. I've tried reporting him like 600 times, and nobody's answering my phone calls.
Welcome back to the DK experience. Go back to your job.
Every NFL fan I've played for the last 15 games, they beat.
Writing a letter to the NFL fans? Get out of here with that.
Let me finish. No,
finish.
Stop.
Johnny Manziel, that guy, he's a loser.
No, that's.
Watch the DK experience.
What we do here is go back.
Cut!
You know it's cooked when it's not raw anymore?
Gordon Ramsay in the sea here.
Cat cam.
Because Kenny pulled a picture of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
welcome back to WTOP-10. I'm Storm Team 10 meteorologist Ryan Murphy with your local weather forecast. Now we're going to start off here with taking a look at our live satellite and radar, and you can see there's not much going on at all. We get a high pressure system sitting overhead of us, so there's no rain. Now we do got some clouds coming on in, so more will roll on in throughout the night, but there's no rain, so that's a lot better. But it is very cold outside right now. If you step outside, it's a cool 34 degrees. It is a little breezy outside, so it's about that time you want to grab a jacket or get your puffer, you know, make yourself look real nice. But because it's going to be so cold tonight and it's going to continue getting colder throughout the night, you may wake up when you're going to class, work, wherever you're trying to go, even home. You may have a little frost on your windshield, so I recommend just going out there a minute earlier than you might usually do. Maybe you could turn your car on, get your defroster running, or if you got a brush, just take all this frost right on off of it. Just a little warning, just in case you're heading out early in the morning. Now, as was mentioned earlier, we are starting to head into the snow season. And if you're wondering, are we going to get a whole lot of snow this winter? I have some news for you. Now, if you look here at this map behind me, this is all of our Great Lakes here. And you may notice a lot of these temperatures are here in the 50s to the 60s, which is very, very unusual for this time. And what happens is during the winters, especially up here in upstate New York where we get a lot of lake effect snow, all these storms, they feed off these warm lakes. Typically, the warmer the lakes are, the more snow that you'll get. So I'm not going to tell you that we're going to get a whole lot of snow, but we have a very good chance of getting a lot more snow than we did last year. The lakes were also unusually warm last year, and we got a lot of snow there. Now, looking ahead here at our futurecast, you see some clouds are going to roll on in tonight into late tomorrow morning, or tomorrow evening, I should say. But it'll just stay nice and cold throughout the weekend into Saturday, where some more clouds are going to roll on in and give us a kind of a sunny, kind of a cloudy weekend. It'll kind of be back and forth, but no rain, no snow. It'll be nice and clear out. Now, as for tonight, temperatures are going to drop down to that cooler 29 degrees. Again, if you're heading out, bundle up. I'm sure nobody's going to enjoy that. Now, looking ahead here at the rest of the week, listen, this weekend into early next weekend is going to be really nice. Now, as for Tuesday and Wednesday, some showers are going to roll on in. And Thursday there for Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, by the way, we're going to get those snow showers early in the morning. That's all I got for my full forecast. Michelle and Rob, back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Ryan. The Novelis aluminum plant has caught fire after its first costly disaster in September. Officials say that this is the third reported fire of the plant in 2 months, with the second smaller fire on October 10th. Multiple local fire departments responded to the call, with alarms sounding to workers at around 8:45 this morning. This third fire appeared to have started in the same place where the original fire broke out on September 16th. Everyone was evacuated safely with no reported injuries. Former Harvard University president and current professor Larry Summers apologized to his students after emails from the Epstein files were released last week. The emails showed years of exchanges between Summers and Epstein, with Summers making some sexist comments as well as seeking romantic advice from Epstein. These emails and comments came well after Epstein had pleaded guilty on 2 felony prostitution charges. A video from a Harvard student reveals what Summers had to say.
Some of you will have seen my statement of regret, expressing my shame with respect to what I did in communication with Mr. Epstein, and that I've said that I'm going to step back from public activities but for a time, but I think it's very important to fulfill my teaching obligations. And so, with your permission, we're going to go forward and talk about the material in the class.
The university spokesperson told the Harvard Crimson student newspaper that Harvard will launch an investigation into Summers' relationship with Epstein, as well as others that may be involved. The Oswego County legislature has lauded the work of
Oswego County Opportunities, who have provided assistance to hundreds of homeless youths throughout the county. In recognition of Youth Homeless Outreach Prevention Month, the legislature honored OCO's street outreach team for its dedication to uplifting those in need and strengthening the entire community by fostering understanding, reducing barriers, and promoting the well-being of all residents. They also connect with runway and homeless youths to ensure they have the support services that they need to help them in moving off the street and adjusting to safe and appropriate living arrangements.
When WTOP-10 Nightly News continues, find out that it was not just Brightspace that was down this week.
and find out who's headed to the White House on Friday.
If it's hockey,
It's what they score!
it's on Hockey Talk. Join Rob Finger and his panel of guests.
Their behavior against easy teams, how do you lose to the Bruins twice?
As they take you through the hockey world.
We welcome you with open arms.
Tune into Hockey Talk, Mondays at 9:30 after East Coast hockey games. Only on WTOP.
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News.
In consumer news, New York's Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani is scheduled to meet President Donald Trump at the White House Friday after months of trading insults during the mayoral race. The meeting follows a contentious race in which Mamdani defeated former Governor Andrew Cuomo. Mamdani says the discussion will focus on public safety, affordability, and economic safety. According to his team, this meeting is a customary step for incoming administrators, though it is a rare visit for a New York City mayor-elect.
New York City has begun a $218 million flood protection project in Red Hook, but experts say it won't provide enough defense against major storms. The plan is to raise streets and add 10-foot barriers, far lower than the 16 to 20-foot protections built in other parts of the city. Red Hook was heavily damaged during Hurricane Sandy and now faces growing flood risks as sea levels continue rising. Community leaders note that Red Hook's planned protections are lower than those for nearby developments.
For those in early morning classes, you may have experienced issues getting into Brightspace.
But it turns out the issue stretched far past the Oswego campus. Lee Waldman is live in New York to tell us why.
Some of the internet's most trusted brands and most used services went down.
Tuesday's 3-hour Cloudflare disruption was likely a shock to many. From DoorDash to Uber, even President Donald Trump's Truth Social platform, they all experienced an internet outage.
Cloudflare did drop the ball on this, but mistakes do happen, right, in life, in business.
In a statement, Cloudflare says the outage was a result of a technical issue, not a cyber attack or malicious behavior. It's the latest in a string of recent outages. Amazon Web Services was hit last month, and a few days later, Microsoft's Azure service went down. Jason Heiner with ZDNet says outages like these are to be expected.
More people are using the internet. More people are using it more often than ever. More people are relying on it for more things. And so we all are also more aware every time there's any kind of blip, right? And I expect that will only increase.
While it might seem like these outages are happening more often, that's not necessarily the case. Cisco Thousand Eyes, a network monitoring service, has logged 13 major outages so far in 2025. That compares to 23 in 2024, 13 in 2023, and 10 the year prior. Although these outages are inconvenient, you can expect them to keep happening.
It's one of the challenges when you work in technology. Nobody applauds you for the fact that the site never went down or continues working or it works great, right? They only notice if there's any blip that it doesn't work.
In New York, I'm Lee Waldman.
Cloudflare has since then apologized to customers in a statement on X, noting that the issue was not an attack on company systems. The men's ice hockey team had a thrilling Friday night whiteout game.
Here to tell you more about it is sports reporter Jenna Van Tom.
Thank you, guys. The students here at SUNY Oswego showed up to bring spirit and passion to our annual whiteout weekend. It was nothing short of magical for the players and students attending. Lakers are on the road for the weekend, but return to Oswego for a December 5th matchup against Hobart. Stay tuned because after the break, Luke Belanger has your full sports report.
Good evening and welcome to Jeopardy! I am your host, Joe.
Hello, Simon.
Joe is at this place. And I'm very concerned to see what Piper's answer is here. Sorry, it's a 98-page rule book.
You guys are stumped still? Joe, I'm going to sound like a little snob here. It was not founded by Ray Kroc.
So you're probably wondering why the top producer of WTOP's new hit, Oswego Liza, is currently juggling a soccer ball right now. That's just because I don't just know ball, but I can play it too. WTOP, live every other Sunday, 7 p.m. Tune in.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel. Oh, you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
WTOP-10, Luke Belanger here with your full sports report. Let's get right into it. The Oswego State men's hockey team has started the season 4-0, but yesterday they did something bigger than hockey. The Lakers, in partnership with Team Impact, welcomes 9-year-old David from Baldwinsville to join the team this 2025-2026 season. Team Impact works with young children who are battling serious illness or disability. David loves hockey and is a very bright kid that fits right in with this Lakers team. This is nothing new for the team, as last year the Lakers men's hockey team earned the Oswego Athletics Community Service Award at the annual Oscar ceremony. It's one thing to be dominant on the ice like Ed Gosick's team has been, but what makes it all so much better is giving back to the community who has cheered them on all season long. Welcome to the team, David. You will forever be a Laker. After a loss to the Corrin Red Dragons this past weekend in the SUNYAC Championship, the Oswego girls volleyball team still has much to celebrate. The All-SUNYAC teams and SUNYAC awards came out earlier this week, and 4 Lakers were featured. Senior middle Callie Vugdeveen was named to All-SUNYAC second team. She was a big part for this team all season long. She tallied 247 kills on 553 total attacks, which was the 3rd best hitting percentage in the SUNYAC. Sophomore setters Maya Bush and sophomore outside Priscilla McReynolds were both named to the All-SUNYAC first team. For Bush, she had an astounding 850 assists, which was #1 in the SUNYAC. For McReynolds, she had 267 kills, which is good for 3 kills per set. Last but certainly not least, for the 2nd year in a row, the Lakers produced the SUNYAC Rookie of the Year. McReynolds, holding the name last year, handed down the reins to her fellow teammate Elena Dzinski. For the first year, the first year freshman, my apologies, had an impressive freshman campaign, having 128 kills to go along with her 17 solo blocks and 69 block assists. Going to some pro sports news, the Los Angeles Lakers currently sit at 11-4 with the help of Luka Doncic. For the Lakers, the season really got going for them as LeBron James came back into action on Tuesday in their win against the Utah Jazz. LeBron James had a double-double in his season debut, to whose surprise, though? Absolutely no one. LeBron in his 23rd season marks his 1,093rd game scoring in double digits. Just of course he comes back and does this. All night he passed the ball well, looked extremely fit, and even at 40, he still controls the floor. Let's take a look at some first quarter highlights from the Jazz and Lakers on Tuesday. Like I said, Utah and LA, LeBron's return He's been benched for the whole beginning of the season. Lakers hope to continue their impressive start to the 2025 campaign. We start second quarter, and right away, it's LeBron. He cans a triple on the right wing. Butter for LeBron, and welcome back. In his 23rd season, he's still a threat from beyond the arc. Little surprising, the Jazz actually have an early lead. They'll go up the floor, and it's Keontae George with a pull-up tray, gets it to go. He was the Jazz leading scorer with 34 points. Lakers down 7. Look, Luka over to Rui Hachimura, gets it back, and there's Luka from way downtown. Gets the long-range 3 to fall. Luka finished with a game-high 37. He also dished 10 assists in this contest. 20 seconds before the half, Luka gets a screen at the top. He'll find AR-15, and he guns down a jumper and the foul. He'll complete the 4-point play. Reeves had 26 on the game. LeBron giving him some love right here. Oh, so wholesome. Look at the veteran giving the young some praise. Final seconds of the half, and Lauri Markkanen says, anything you can do, Austin Reeves, I can do better. Lauri ends with 31. Lakers go on to win a high-scoring battle, 140 to 126. They improve to 11-4, and the Jazz fall to 5-9. When we come back, it's time for the Pet of the Week. You're watching the Nightly News on WTOP-10.
If you like action, romance,
If you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
what surface is this? Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
What we do here is go back.
Cooked. You know it's cooked when it's not raw anymore.
Gordon Ramsay in the sea here.
Cat cam.
Because Kenny pulled a picture of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get rid of all the questions.
This week's Pets of the Week are Coach and Wesson, my canine nephews.
Coach and Wesson love playing with sticks in the yard and wrestling each other.
Not only do the boys like playing at home, they love to travel to visit Michelle and the rest of their family.
After a long day of wreaking havoc, Coach and Wesson can be found snuggling up under their Snoopy blankets. Such good boys.
They really are. I cannot wait to see them this week for Thanksgiving. And I do have a question. What are your guys' favorite Thanksgiving foods?
So I have a little bit of a hot take here. I really like cranberry sauce, but the one that like comes in the can that you have to like slice. Okay. I like it. It's a thing. It's a thing of me, and believe it or not, my grandfather. That's my hot take for tonight.
I would say stuffing. People call it dressing. My family always calls it stuffing. I cannot wait.
That's
for
a good
it on
take. That's a
Thursday.
good take.
Yeah. Ryan, how about you?
I got to go with the GOAT, the LeBron of Thanksgiving, cornbread. Cornbread's the way to go.
Cornbread. Wow, that's the GOAT.
Goodness.
You guys like turkey or no?
It's got to be juicy. It's got to be juicy. Well, that's our report for tonight.
Be sure to stay tuned for Cooked.
Thank you for watching.
Have a great night, everyone.